Hello everyone and welcome back to Miss Whale's Tales. I'm your storyteller, Miss Whale, and today, together with Havering Libraries, we're going to make some spooky crafts and tell some spine-tingling tales. Now, as it is nearly Halloween, I think I'd better get into a better outfit. Ah, there we are. That's better. Now, let's begin by making our paper spiders, which we're going to need later on.
To make your spider, you will need a paper plate, paint, tissue paper or other decorations for the body, pipe cleaners or string for the legs, googly eyes, and scissors, glue and tape. First, we need to decorate the body. I'm roughly sticking on tissue paper to give my spider a furry texture. I'm using 2 different shades of purple, but you can choose any colour you like. Here's some more examples of spiders I've made. They could be big or small, and you could look for materials to use which you already have at home. Here's a shiny one with lots of eyes, a stripy one with tiny legs, a big painted purple one with a separate head, and I think a rather chic one with a lacy body and sparkly legs. Make sure to share a picture of your spider with us in the comments of this video on the Havering Library Facebook page. On with the crafting. Next, I need to measure out the legs. How many do I need? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'm going to turn the plate over and stick the legs on with tape. Finally, the eyes. I'm giving my spider 3 eyes because, well, why not? There, my spider's all ready.
There, now we have our spider props ready. We can sing a song. I'm sure you know this one. Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. Very good. Let's sing it again, but even louder this time. Are you ready? Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. Wonderful! Now, let's see if you know this one. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Do you know that one? Let's sing it again, but make our spiders even scarier this time. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Very good, everybody. That was brilliant singing and very good acting from the spiders. Now, I think it's time for a story, don't you? This one's called The Spider and the Fly, and it's a poem by Mary Howitt. So let's begin. Will you walk into my parlour? Said the spider to the fly. 'Tis the prettiest little parlour that ever you did spy. The way into my parlour is up a winding stair, and I have many curious things to show when you are there. Oh, no, no, said the little fly, to ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again. I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed? Said the spider to the fly. There are pretty curtains drawn around, the sheets are fine and thin, and if you care to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in. Oh, no, no, said the little fly, for often I've heard it said, they never, never wake again who sleep upon your bed. Said the cunning spider to the fly, Dear friend, what can I do to prove the dear affection that I've always felt for you? I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please to take a slice? Oh, no, no, said the little fly. Kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard tell what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see. Sweet creature, said the spider, you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. I've a little looking-glass upon my parlour shelf. If you'll step in one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself. I thank you, gentle sir, she said, for what you're pleased to say, and bidding you good morning, I'll call another day. The spider turned him round about and went down into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. So he wove a subtle web in a little corner sly, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Then he came out to his door again, and merrily did sing, Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple, there's a crest upon your head, your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead. Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing his wily, flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head, poor foolish thing. At last up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair into his dismal den, within his little parlour, but she ne'er came out again. And now, dear little children, who may this story read, to idle, silly, flattering words I pray you ne'er give heed. Unto an evil counsellor close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the fly. What did you think of that story? Did you enjoy it? Oh, good. Well then. There. Back to normal. Don't forget to leave your comments about this video on the Havering Library Facebook page and share with me which holiday you'd like to hear stories about next. If you'd like to hear more stories from me, head over to my YouTube channel, Miss Wales Tales, and subscribe so that you never miss a video. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye bye!